The next player is Guehi. Guehi. He's cheap as a defender. No, he's not cheap as a defender because he's 6M. Last season he brought 179 points. So if you're thinking about a too good defender, Gabriel Guehi, I would rather go with O'Reilly because he's a little bit cheaper. But hey, it's just my opinion. He brought 3 goals. So he goes hand for the corners and he brings good defensive contribution points. So for fixture context on the opening run. So at this point, okay. So the best opening 5 fixtures. Number 1 is Liverpool with a rating of 2.6 on the FDR rating scale. The reason why Liverpool have a 2.6 rating is because they start with Newcastle. I don't think that's an easy game, but they got a new coach and a couple of their star players left. Nottingham Forest, I can see is going to be a little bit easier fixture for Liverpool. Ipswich, newly promoted team, and then they got Fulham, and then they got Bournemouth. Fulham, they lost their star player, and then Bournemouth. I don't think Bournemouth is an easier game for any team because those guys really, they are a nuisance. All right. The second team with the best opening fixture is Man City with a rating of 2.8. So Man City and Manchester United are tied. Man City start with Bournemouth. Once again, Bournemouth is not an easy team, but with a rating of 2.8 in the fixture difficulty rating, and Man City have the Haaland factor, and they got Semenyo. So the only problem, their defense got to be on point on this day since it's the first game of the season. So Bournemouth, then they play Crystal Palace, and then Coventry, the newly promoted team, and then they got to play Manchester United, and then they got to play Sunderland. So with Manchester City, Bournemouth is not an easy team. Crystal Palace is not an easy team. Coventry, newly promoted team, is easy. Manchester United, not easy. Sunderland, I'll say that's a 50-50 game. Let's go to Manchester United. This is the third team that's rated for an easier fixture with a rating of 2.8. So Manchester United are going to open the first 2 fixtures with the newly promoted team, Hull City and Ipswich. So Hull City and Ipswich, man, I really hope this team are not going to be operating at over 150% because the underdogs, there's always newly promoted team that always has a point to prove versus a big team, and they're just going to come and die. They're just gonna die on you. Either you're not gonna score or they're just gonna play their best game, but then the next game they're just gonna play crap. So Hull City and Ipswich versus Manchester United, the first 2 fixtures, and then the third fixture, Everton, and then a derby, Manchester Derby versus Man City, and then play Fulham. All right, the fourth team to have a easier fixture difficulty rating is gonna be Arsenal. Arsenal have a fixture FDR rating of 3.2. Arsenal are going to start with Coventry, newly promoted team. And then, I'm hoping they're going to win. Because I think 1 or 2 Arsenal players on my team with that. And then they have Aston Villa. That's not an easy game. But anyway, hey, the fixture difficulty rating, rate them 3.2 for Arsenal. And then Arsenal are going to be playing against Chelsea on their third match. That's a London derby. I don't think that's easy, But anyway, hopefully, Chelsea got a new coach, but okay, we'll see. And then their fourth game is going to be against Sunderland. Whew. I really don't think that's an easy game, but we'll see. And then Brighton. Once again, I don't think those 2 teams are going to be easy for Arsenal, but we'll see. Last but not least, I think the 5th team is Fulham. Fulham are the 5th team to have a fixture difficulty rating of 3.6. So they're starting off with Chelsea, another London derby. I don't think that's an easy team. And then they're going to go to Sunderland. I don't think that's easy. Crystal Palace. I don't think that. Who's ready this FDR rating? Okay, those 3 those 3 games are not easy for Fulham. Liverpool, come. You know what, man? Okay, those 4 games are not easy. Then Manchester United. Jesus Christ. That's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are not easy games. I think they picked this team, Fulham, because of Gameweek. That's 5. Game week 6, 7, and 8, they're playing all the newly promoted teams. So I think they put all that together and they gave them a fixture difficulty rating of 3.6, thinking that they're gonna have an easier time. But woo, that's the only easy games that they're gonna have at game week 6, 7, and 8, because they're playing Ipswich, Hull, and Coventry. I don't think that's gonna be okay. The first 5 games, Fulham are gonna see 5. But anyway, you know what? We never know. Maybe they're gonna buckle down and hey, you know what? All the best, Fulham, but not all the best for Manchester United. Okay. All right. So